Good morning and welcome back to WMHS News. I'm Hayden.
And I'm Alex.
Theatre McLean is debuting two new shows this weekend, Cards of Fate and Neighbor 3, Requisition of Doom. The first play, Cards of Fate, will be pre-recorded and available to watch on November 19th. Cards of Fate is a dark comedy about a game show that has progressively sinister situations. The second play, Neighbor 3, Requisition of Doom, will be performed live and aired virtually on November 20th. It's about a new video game teenagers are playing that resembles their neighborhood, where they have to kill zombies that look an awful lot like their parents. Both plays contain elements and themes that may not be suitable for younger viewers. Tickets are available at http://theatremclean.org. Attendees will receive a link to the performances after purchasing tickets. The superintendent will hold a virtual return to school town hall from 6 to 7 p.m. tomorrow, November 19th. You can watch the town hall on the FCPS website. Submit your questions in advance to returntoschool@fcps.edu. Or call in during the town hall at 1-800-231-6359. Now to Supaxay with sports.
Hi McLean, Supaxay with this week's sports. For McLean sports, teams will continue holding out-of-season practices all week. Starting December 7th, however, winter sports teams will be hosting tryouts. Here's the schedule for the first day of tryouts. On December 7th, boys and girls freshman, JV, and varsity basketball teams will have tryouts. On the 14th, wrestling will have their tryouts, along with swim and winter track. Now for professional sports. Last Sunday, the Buffalo Bills and Arizona Cardinals fought it out until the last second, with Josh Allen and the Bills scoring what looked to be the game-winning touchdown drive to take a 30-26 lead over the Cards. Murray, however, at the Bills' 43-yard line, and with only 11 seconds remaining, escaped pressure and heaved a Hail Mary into the end zone, where DeAndre Hopkins leapt through a trio of Bills defenders to make the grab and take the lead with 1 second remaining, stunning the Bills with a 32-30 Cardinals win. Tua continues to efficiently lead the Dolphins to win after win, and Big Ben's 4 touchdown passes helped propel the Steelers past the Bengals and off to a 9-0 record. And that's all I have for your sports. Now back to your anchors.
Thanks, Supaxay. Speaking of sports, if you missed the boys' basketball interest meeting, please email Coach O'Brien at the following email address, or check out the information on the basketball page at the following URL address. The baseball team has also been hard at work preparing for their upcoming season. Check out this video to see how they are doing.
Due to the pandemic, the baseball team has taken measures to practice while staying safe.
So normally in the fall, we did a lot of what we would normally do, and a lot of that is like sort of introducing the younger players to some of the way we do things and our nomenclature and the way we teach things and some of that fundamental stuff. And it's a review for the older guys, and that kind of thing was pretty easy to still do, even if a bit modified.
Our team's been affected by not being able to do normal things like hit on the field, and usually you have to have the same throwing partner and just things like that, and it takes up some time because you have to like wash down the balls and make sure everything's clean.
One thing that was really challenging is that we can't really get on a field in any kind of game-like situation.
It's just distracting. Like, it's one of those things where you have to be focused on keeping away from everybody 24/7, or there's a risk of us getting shut down. We can't practice anymore. So it's just another thing that's distracting us from getting our work done and having a good competitive practice every day.
You know, I try to be a positive kind of guy, and we've spent some time thinking about, like, we have more time right now. And so, you know, harping on the negatives, like, yeah, there are a lot of restrictions, but the flip side is that we have a lot more time outside of school than we had previously. And so I think there's some good opportunities there for players to take some real ownership and, you know, have a little bit of independent work, so to speak.
I think that the team will be prepared in the spring. We have a really good coaching staff, so they'll do their job, and we will, as teammates, will be able to get our work in, and I think we'll be pretty prepared for the season.
Signing off for WMHS News, this is Gavin Hoffman, Brendan Lindsay, and Garrett Bain.
It looks like they're hard at work. Now let's go to Caroline with this week's World News Update.
Hi McLean, it's Caroline with the World News for the week. The United States hit 11 million COVID cases this week. 2 companies have announced vaccines have been more than 90% effective in trials. Nearly 24 people have been arrested in D.C. on Saturday in protests and counter demonstrators over Trump's election loss. In world news, SpaceX launched 4 astronauts to the International Space Station on Sunday evening. Peru's interim president resigned on Sunday after just 5 days in office, following massive protests. Also on Sunday, a fire damaged a historic mosque on Istanbul Bosphorus Strait. On Monday, it was reported that Syria's longtime foreign minister, Walid al-Mualim, had died at the age of 79. At the time of this report, Hurricane Loda is about to hit Central America as a Category 5 hurricane in areas that are still recovering from Hurricane Eta. That's it for your world news. Now back to your anchors.
Thanks, Caroline. We have Thanksgiving break just around the corner. Everyone is already dreaming about their upcoming feasts. To help you figure out the best way to fill up your plates this Thanksgiving, we've compiled our ranking of the best Thanksgiving dishes.
As you know, Thanksgiving is next week, and we don't have a news show, unfortunately, so I thought I'd just share with you guys some of my preferred Thanksgiving foods in a tier list. And as you can see, it's not the regular S to F tier list. It's a different ranking from elite to hard pass. So starting off, we have turkey. I'm going to put that in elite because it's like the traditional Thanksgiving food. Then we have pumpkin pie. I'm going to put that in elite also because I will eat pumpkin pie year-round. Then we have apple pie. I'm going to put that in great. And then we have biscuits. I think I'll put them in great. And then we have Brussels sprouts. So I've actually never had Brussels sprouts, but I'd be willing to try them. So I think I'll put them in maybe. And then we have squash. I think squash is okay. I don't really like them on their own, but I really like them in like a nice warm soup. And then we have jellied cranberry. So I've never had jellied cranberry. It looks cool. I'm a pretty big fan of Jell-O, so I'll put it in the maybe with the Brussels sprouts. Cranberry sauce. So this is kind of in contrast with the jellied cranberry. I'm going to put it in elite because my dad makes a killer cranberry sauce. And then we have the green bean casserole. This is another elite for me. I love green beans. And then we have cornbread. I love cornbread so much. And this is going to seem kind of contradicting, but I'm going to put the corn in the okay, just because it's kind of watery and it just gets in your teeth. And I don't really like that. And then we have the creamed corn. I'm putting that in the hard pass. I do not like creamed corn because it's corn and it's creamed and it's for old people. No offense if you like it. And then we have dinner rolls. These are elite. They're kind of the same as biscuits, not really, but I think dinner rolls are so much superior. And then we have gravy. Gravy is my favorite ever. I love it so much. Ham, I'm going to put it in great because my family makes it more for Christmas. Mac and cheese, I don't know, it really depends. I think I'll put it in the great just because, you know, you can have mac and cheese year round. And then we have mashed potatoes. So I'm going to put it in the hard pass. I'm not a fan of mashed potatoes. Red wine is going in hard pass because I'm not of age. And then we have roasted vegetables. I'm going to put those in the great. And then we have Scaliger potatoes. I've never heard of those before. I'll put it in the maybe. I'd love to try it. They sound good. Sparkling drinks. Gross. Hard pass. And then we have stuffing. I'll put it in the great. And then sweet mashed potatoes. I'm putting that in the hard pass. Yeah, there's my tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed and that you have a great Thanksgiving, and if you don't celebrate, that you just have a relaxing break.
Now I'm hungry. If you're looking for something to read over Thanksgiving break, you're in luck. The library has started outside checkout that will be held every Monday. You can request up to 5 books using an online catalog following the video tutorial on the library homepage. Miss Khan will send you an email when the book are ready for pickup. You will be able to get them at the front entrance from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. every month. Now to Jack D with the weather forecast.
The weather for the next 2 weeks looks pretty good with mostly sunny skies. This week is starting out chilly but will warm up by the weekend. Today, it is the coldest day of the week with the high of 47 degrees. This weekend is looking great with the high in the mid 60s and a lot of sunny skies. Great weather to go watch the planes at Gravely Point if you haven't been there. Next week, we'll start out with some morning showers on Monday, but clearing up the rest of the week. There's a slight chance, 20% chance of showers all week, but fingers crossed for blue skies. Thanksgiving Day will have a high of 55 degrees. Perfect weather for a brisk post-turkey walk with your family. Now back to your anchors.
Thanks, Jack. The Google Classroom codes and all other links we've mentioned can be found in the description of this video. WMHS News is taking next week off for Thanksgiving, but we'll be back the first week of December with more MHS news.
Have a great week, McLean.
And be sure to have a happy Thanksgiving too.